At 64, Val Kilmer has finally spoken the truth many fans had long suspected, and what he revealed was both deeply personal and quietly profound. Once the iconic heartthrob of the 1980s and 90s, Kilmer built his name on unforgettable roles in Top Gun, The Doors, and Batman Forever. He exuded confidence on screen, cool, magnetic, and always a bit enigmatic. But behind the fame, Kilmer carried a truth that shaped his entire career. He never truly loved being a movie star. In a recent, emotionally honest interview and through his revealing documentary Val, Kilmer admitted that the Hollywood spotlight never felt like home. For him, acting was never about celebrity. It was about art, transformation, and truth. Elements he felt were rarely appreciated by the very industry that made him famous. He described fame as a trap, a place where he often felt misunderstood. The roles that brought him the most recognition, like Batman or Iceman, were not the ones closest to his heart. The characters he cherished, those into which he poured his soul, were often overlooked by mainstream audiences. One such role was his stage portrayal of Mark Twain, which he says brought him a sense of creative freedom and authenticity that Hollywood rarely allowed. Then came the devastating throat cancer diagnosis that changed everything. The disease damaged his voice permanently, and for a time it seemed his ability to perform had been taken from him entirely. But instead of retreating into silence, Kilmer used this moment as an opportunity to reflect. He admitted, with touching honesty, that he often hid behind his characters because he didn't know how to fully be himself. His recent appearance in Top Gun, Maverick alongside Tom Cruise, wasn't just a nostalgic cameo. It was a moment of quiet closure. Though he spoke only a few lines with the aid of technology, his presence on screen carried emotional weight. It was his soul speaking, and audiences felt it. Social media lit up with messages of love, respect, and heartbreak. Fans from around the world expressed what that moment meant to them. How Kilmer's vulnerability had touched something deeper than any action scene or dramatic monologue ever could. Today, Kilmer is no longer chasing stardom. He's embracing authenticity, telling his story on his own terms, and reminding us all that legacy isn't built on box office numbers. It's built on truth. At 64, Kilmer has finally admitted what we all suspected. He was never just a Hollywood star. He was, and always has been, an artist, a man in search of meaning. And through pain, silence, and rediscovery, he's now speaking louder than ever. Not with his voice, but with his heart.